What's good, everyone? It's your boy Natsu with another video for the channel. Welcome back to DMV Sports Zone. I'm here with my boy Abdullah once again, and we're here to recap yet another day of Washington Commanders training camp. There's a lot of things that went on today, a lot of things, including first fight between players on this team, some uneven performances, some strong performances as well. And yeah, Abdullah, let's start by talking about Howell, Sam Howell. The guy that a lot of fans have been hyping up. I've been one of the realistic / pessimistic fans who have been saying, let's slow our roll with Howell. He had one game that was actually uneven. For as much as everybody loves talking about that one long pass that he had to Terry McLaurin in that game, he had a terrible interception in the back of the end zone with 3 defenders right around the ball. And, he showed some promise during training camp, but today he was a little uneven. What are your thoughts on his performance today?
Yeah, again, it's just something that we've been seeing recently. I mean, at the start of camp, he was low-key, like, everyone was saying, oh, this guy is, great and all. But again, it's uneven because he is going against the first team defense, and this first team defense is arguably a top 10, top 7 defense in this league. So you got to just be patient with him. If he's making those mistakes, you'd rather have it in practice than when it comes to week 1. So again, it's not something crazy that I'm upset about. If it's like something boneheaded, then that's got to be a concern. But again, he is young, and I just got to be patient, man.
Yeah, for sure. Again, he's shown a lot of promise. I can see him having a very good season this year. I can see him having a very bad season this year. We don't really know what we have in Sam Howell yet. And for all those people who think we do, I think that's just not right. That's not like that just speaks to, us as a fan base craving for a quarterback stability here, which is fair, but like we can't. Bro, you're just asking to get burnt, bro, as a fan base. Like, you're asking to get burnt once again. So let's, slow our roll. Let's take, I was about to say Cosmi. Let's take Howell as he is, right? Let's, bear with him when it comes to the highs and lows of the Sam Howell experience this year. And let's rock with him. But let's make sure we, temper our expectations at least at this point, until you start showing it consistently every single game out there on the field. But yeah, so outside of how, I will say this, we did have a couple of special guests at training camp today. I think the most important one is the owner of the team, and Josh Harris. He came to training camp, I believe, today for the first time, and also Kay Adams, which a lot of other people are focusing on. Shout out our boy Josh Taylor for the shout out from Kay Adams, DK Adams. Yeah, I mean, what are your thoughts about the owner coming to training camp, seeing what the players are doing out there?
It's good because I've just seen. I was watching Kay Adams. She did an interview with Jahan and Sam Howell, and she just kept reiterating the fact that this is a new environment. Fans look excited, and just like the whole media in general is like, "Yo, this team is like actually serious now. Like, let's take them serious. Fans are back." So I love it, man. I really love it. Like I know. Because if you're not a Commanders fan, you don't understand. But I'm gonna keep reiterating it. It's a new fresh breath of air. My bad. Fresh breath of air that we desperately needed for the last 20 to 25 years, bro. And it's just something to be excited about. Like, I generally can't. I can't find any Commanders fan that's not hyped up for this upcoming season.
Yeah, bro. I can sense it. Even all the way out here in the West Coast. Also, shout out Abdullah. It's about 11 p.m. on the East Coast, and Abdullah is still on this stream. Shout out Abdullah for your commitment to the channel and to giving people what they want. But yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I mean, when's the last time we've had our owner come to training camp? Like, I feel like it's been a while. Like, maybe Dan came to Richmond practices like a while back, maybe at the very beginning of when we were there.
It actually interacted with fans. Like, that's
Yeah.
like insane.
Yeah, bro. This man's is like a multi-billionaire. I don't think people realize, like, this man's just bought the team for $6 billion. Obviously, he had minority partners and stuff, and that wasn't all his money. But I mean, I think his net worth is like $5-6 billion. Like, this man's is very rich, right? Like, and he acts like the common everyday man, which is cool to see out of an owner of this team, right? But yeah, I mean, exciting stuff there. I will say another player that has been really exciting throughout camp, and a guy that I've been high on since we drafted him, unlike some people. not Abdullah, but like other creators and stuff is Emmanuel Forbes. He has apparently been locked down in coverage. He had an interception earlier in camp. There was one highlight today where he showed his lockdown ability. All those questions about his weight. I mean, do they matter? Do they matter, Abdullah?
No, I mean, the guy looks like just like a ball, a hawk locked down. I obviously the way. I guess the one thing I wasn't upset that we took Forbes. I was more upset over the fact that Gonzalez was on the board and we took
Yeah.
Forbes over Gonzalez. If that makes sense. But nah, man, he's
That's
been looking great. Go ahead.
that's fair, but like for what we're trying to improve upon in our defense when it comes to turnovers, I feel like Forbes was the guy. Forbes was the right guy. Sure, I mean, one could say like, oh, we should have traded down, and stuff, but like, bro, I bet like there were teams, that were clamoring for Forbes as well, right? So it's kind of difficult. But yeah, I'm excited, bro. I said this on our last live stream. I'm excited about our secondary, bro. Like the versatility, like not just versatility, because it would be one thing for players to be able to play different positions, but for them to not be great at any one position. That's what we've had, in the past on Washington's defense. But no, like we have, Quan Martin, rookie, who's potentially going to man the starting nickel spot. You have Kendall Fuller, who I don't think he practiced today. I think it was Wild Goose who is there in replace of Fuller. But we have Fuller, who, I'm higher on than a lot of people, I guess. And we have Emmanuel Forbes as well, number 16 overall pick. Benjamin St-Juste, he's going to be a backup. I get it that, he gets a little handsy and draws a lot of penalties, but like, I think he's going into his third season, and I think he's only going to improve. He said one of his goals was to be all pro this year. We'll see if that happens. But yeah, and then our safeties, bro. When's the last time we've had our safety tandem set like in Washington? It's been a minute. Derek Forrest and Cam Curl, bro. Like that's a really good safety combo. So young safety combo too.
Also, on a side note, I said this on Twitter. Is it just me, or doesn't Emmanuel Forbes kind of look like Tyler the Creator? Or is it
Little
just
bit.
me?
I think I did remember you
When I
posting
saw him
that,
when I was like something that was just like every time I looked down, I'm like, bro, this guy looks so familiar. But now going back, dude, like I'm hyped, dude. Like the fact that this man could be like, what was it? I think right now they have listed him as a 5th best at defensive player of the year or defensive rookie of the year.
Yeah. Because the interceptions, bro. Interceptions count. Look at Tariq Woolen. And, I think he had 6 interceptions, if not more. Something like that last year for the Seahawks. Late round pick. When you have that many interceptions, bro, people start to pay attention. So it makes sense that Forbes, I would have Forbes higher actually on the defensive rookie of the year odds because of that ability. Because it's translated in like from high school to college, like on both levels, he was a ball hawk. So why not to the NFL? But all right, so there's another guy that is impressed for the Washington Commanders during training camp, and that is Sam Cosmi. Sam Cosmi has manned the right guard position, and he's been up against Deron Payne quite a bit. And Deron Payne has even talked up Sam Cosmi, talks about how Cosmi has held his own, has been a really good player on that offensive line. That move from Cosmi from right tackle to right guard looks like a really good one, and it's kind of similar to Sheriff's situation a couple years back. But you got thoughts on?
Yeah, definitely. I think Cosmi, like at tackle, it was very consistent, but the fact that a guy like Deron Payne, who's elite, is hyping up this guy and saying he's standing his own ground, you love to see it. And again, this offensive line is really key because if they're struggling, Sam Howell is gonna have a hard time these next games, especially when we play defenses like Denver, Philadelphia, Dallas, the New York Giants. These teams that have a great defensive sevens front. So again, like we just have to be able to protect him and having our right guard set. Obviously, bro, you had a Brandon Sheriff, and it's kind of hard to replace a guy like that. So I'm happy to see that he's getting that praise.
Yeah, should never have let Brandon Sheriff go. I will always be on that hill, bro. I'm sorry, but look, bro. Everybody's gonna say, "Oh, Nazi," but PFF. Did you see the improvement in the Jaguars last year? And it wasn't just all Trevor Lawrence. Like there had to be some players protecting Trevor Lawrence as well. Brandon Sheriff was literally the difference between their offensive line the previous year and their offensive line this past year. So yeah, man, we really let go of Brandon Sheriff and Trent Williams, even Morgan Moses, who's okay, like at right tackle, pretty average guy, but like for what, bro? I mean, like, and then Chase Roulier, it makes sense. He's been injury prone, but still, bro, it's just crazy. It's crazy to see the regression of this offensive line. I'm not confident. I said this on the last live stream. Not confident at our right tackle position. The guy that we just paid, yeah, that guy who Andrew Wiley, who was great in the postseason, but he gave up how many sacks in the regular season? Was it 8 sacks? I don't know, bro. He looked like he was not great. He was not great. I mean, his Madden rating, like he was just not great. He was just not great. And then left tackle. Oh, don't get me started about Charles Leno. Congratulations, he's having another child. Congratulations. Seems like a great guy, but we can do better. We can do better at left tackle on the field. I do want to ask you about left guard though. I mean, who you got there? Like Chris Paul, or you got Sadiq Charles? Like who do you think is going to win that position, especially after we just released Andrew Norwell?
Yeah, thank God we did that, by the way. That's just a whole other step of letting go Norwell and Turner and
Trey Turner and Norwell, bro.
The whole Carolina regime just get out of here. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Sadiq Charles. I don't know if he got hurt today. Maybe it was. Maybe I'm
I
thinking.
think he did. I think Chris Paul took like first team reps.
Okay, yeah. So I don't really know, man. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like Chris Paul, like Sadiq Charles, like he is injury prone. It really hasn't like shown anything. Chris Paul, I think, is younger. I think by a year or two, so he has the ability to. There's probably more potential with him. So and plus the name kind of gives me plus points for that. So I think Chris Paul. I think I'll be more satisfied with Chris Paul because Sadiq Charles really hasn't proven like giving us anything to talk about or a reason for the start.
I don't know, bro. I mean, I always remember Sadiq Charles for being the guy that he was our starting, I think, left guard or right guard for like the start of the season. I think was this 2020 or 2021, and then he got injured like literally after a couple of snaps into his NFL career. I think it was his rookie year. Yeah, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know. He's been injury prone as well. There's a lot to figure out at that position for sure. And then we have Nick Gates, who got into the first fight of training camp 2023 with none other than Cody Barton, who we'll talk about in terms of him as a player and stuff. But I mean, you do like the feistiness out of the two players today? Like, what does that say about our team?
I know. I always think like if you fight in practice, it's just another way of showing how competitive you are. Obviously, if it's a consistent thing, then it's not good. But
boneheaded.
Nick Gates is a guy. Yeah, Nick Gates is a guy that I think like he'll stand up to anything, especially if one of his guys get hit late. He's a guy that you want on this team with very much protection for his teammates. But again, with his injury that he had, I'm just talking about him as a player. It was against Washington, literally that week 2 Thursday night football game. I don't know if he's ever going to be the same again, but if he has the ability to be that versatile center, so be it. And again, like it's a fight, like in training camp, like these guys just going at it, like it's supposed to be something that it's good to see. Obviously, like a guy like Travis Kelce who's throwing punches, that's more concerning than all line going at it. But yeah.
Although Travis Kelce being the type of player he is, you could it happens. Like it's all good. He's not a no, I was about to bring up a Warriors analogy, but never mind. Yeah, like I don't know, man. There's so many again, when you have a young quarterback, bro, you have to have the offensive line and the tight end situation figured out, bro. Like you just have to. Tight end is the quarterback's best friend, and offensive line is literally what protects the quarterback, keeps them alive figuratively out there on the football field. And I don't like either position, bro. I genuinely don't. I like what Samuel Cosmi is doing at right guard, but like, bro, they're offensive line under the Ron Rivera regime equals getting all the scraps and putting it all together and trying to, praying and wishing that it works. That's literally what offensive line is under Ron Rivera since he's been here in DC. and it's kind of frustrating because we don't have any stars on our offensive line, bro.
That's
Maybe
low
Sam
key, like,
Cosmi.
yeah, with that analogy is low key. Like, I remember when it's like when it comes back to school, the school days, like when we used to have free response questions, I didn't know how to do a problem, but I would just show some work to get some points and somehow
Yeah,
get a full credit. But I agree, bro. Like, it just sucks because like you had Brandon Sheriff. I mean, going back to a little bit more, there was Trent Williams too, and it's like imagine if those guys were here. I mean, it's just and the fact and the compensation that we got back, it's disrespectful to even call it compensation. So it's frustrating.
we got we got what a compensatory pick for Sheriff,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and then don't get me started. Don't get me started about Trent Williams, bro. That I remember talking about that so much when it was just like me on this channel during very beginning of COVID and how pissed off I was. But yeah, like that's a whole different situation, bro. Like,
Yeah, but I
so
will
this
say
dude is
though,
still
I
the
don't
best.
think those things will ever happen again though under this new regime. I don't think like stuff like I don't think we'll ever have those. Oh wow, they did this guy dirty. They did this guy dirty. I don't think it'll happen anymore. So that's one positive.
It's a very good point. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. Okay, so we mentioned Nick Gates. There was another guy who was scuffling. That was on the other end, and that was Cody Barton. So I've heard very good things from Cody Barton. He's looked very fast out there. Khalik Hudson as well. You know, both guys that I don't think we've talked about, or at least like both of us together on a stream. We haven't talked about the Jamin Davis situation, but
I did
well,
yesterday's stream. Yeah.
yeah. But still, bro, 2 days later or a day later, 100 and what 41 miles per hour or something like that, and 40,
145, I think, around
yeah,
that.
in
I
a
don't know.
40-mile-per-hour speed zone.
But he's a good character though, so it's all
Yeah, good
good
character.
background. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why we reached the pick him at 19. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if there's another word for reach. We like jumped for this man.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. Yeah. For as much as people like to say we reached for Emmanuel Forbes, nah, that reach is nothing compared to James, bro. Like Jamin Davis was considered like a second round. Third. The only other team that I heard was considering Jamin Davis in the first round was the Giants, bro. That was literally the only other team. Like the only other team that they traded. Remember they picked Kadarius Toney, but like I heard they were like butthurt because they were considering, or not butthurt, but they were considering Jamin Davis if he fell to that spot. But I don't know. I mean, I still believe in him as a player. I still think he has some potential as a player to at least be, above average at the linebacker position. But yeah, bro, like boneheaded
You know
decision.
what was
Like, what are you
crazy,
doing?
Naughty? When I went to training
Sit.
camp on
Yeah.
Saturday, sorry, I keep cutting you off, but I have
No,
to
no,
say,
no,
I
no.
forgot to say this. It was that Saturday with 10,000 fans. It was the linebacker drills, and there was a fan just hacking Jamin Davis, like, Jamin, show some freaking effort. Not freaking, but you know what I'm saying. You're a
Yeah.
first round pick, blah, blah, blah. And I was agreeing with him because I'm like, bro, like, you're heading into what, year 3? And you see other guys having like defensive menaces at the linebacker position. Because again, the linebacker position is a position like it's like a quarterback of the defense. They see everything. And if you don't have that, and I remember I'll keep saying it. I was talking to fans about this. We just kept unanimously agreeing that our head coach was a former linebacker. Defensive coordinator was a former linebacker. How the heck is linebacker the biggest question on our
You know why,
offense
bro?
team?
Because they think they can play linebacker on the sidelines. I think that's what they think, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I don't know. And we have to really start talking about some of the pivotal moves in the Ron Ruggiero regime failing miserably. William Jackson III, failure. What potentially Jamin Davis, potential failure. Chase Young, potential failure. Like I don't know, bro. I don't know. Like it's not good. It's not good.
Yeah.
But okay. So yeah, I mean, I'm excited about Cody Barton. Well, excited might not be the best word. I'm comfortable with Cody Barton. Like I've been saying this. I think he's just gonna be a Cole Holcomb replacement.
Yeah,
Like
again,
bring the
2.0.
same the same type of things to the
A
table.
different number.
Although Barton, I think he had 2 or 3 picks last year, which I believe was 1 or 2 more than Holcomb. And I heard Barton is better in coverage. So we'll see. We'll see how that pans out. But I do like Khalik Hudson. He's progressing pretty nicely since we drafted him late round. I think it was 5th round pick. And I think he was actually like a hybrid. Yeah, I remember talking about him in a draft reaction video. He was like a hybrid Swiss Army knife type of player in college at the University of Michigan, safety linebacker sort of hybrid, and he's playing more linebacker, and he looks good out there. So yeah, bro. I mean, if Jamin Davis, I don't know, man, he might serve jail time, might give a huge fine or pay a huge fine. We'll see. But if he stays healthy and he's out there, I mean, I like the linebacker group, but there's still question marks. There's still question marks out there. So, but I think linebacker group can be masked even more this year with our defensive secondary, which I think could be elite, bro. I think it can be one of the best in the league, personally. Like, I'm very high. Like, I think maybe even higher than a lot of people. Like, I'm very high on our secondary this year. Bro, we ranked like top 5, top 10 in 2 out of the last 4 seasons, 3 out of the last 4 seasons with what? Kendall Fuller, Ronald Darby, or Kendall Fuller, Benjamin St. Jude. Like, Bobby, like, we got to really realize, like, we've done wonders in terms of our secondary, despite the talent being as is on the team. And then could be masked by our defensive line, which I want to talk about next. Everybody knows about Deron Payne and Jonathan Allen, my boy Jonathan Allen. But I mean, we have some good interior defensive linemen, backups as well. Darian Mathis, 2nd-round pick last year that some people are forgetting after he was injured, I believe, in his first game of the season. And John Ridgeway as well. Like, bro, like, how good do you think? Let's just stick to the interior defensive line. How good do you think that group could be?
Oh, I think like crazy. I think our backups could be potentially starters on weak teams around the league, dude. Like, I'm high, bro. F.A. Obata, James Smith-Williams, John Ridgeway. Shout out to James Smith-Williams, by the way. He actually bought furniture from my cousin's store. That was just off topic.
Shout out. No, that's dope.
Yeah, but Obata, James Smith-Williams, John Ridgeway. Who else am I missing? I feel like I'm missing someone else, but I'm hyped, dude. Like, these guys. What happened?
Darian Mathis.
I was gonna say Shaka Tony, but he's suspended, right, for gambling.
Yeah.
Forgot about. Anyway, by the way, every time those reports come out that so and so players got suspended, and they don't say the name, I'm like, bro, just please don't let it be like a starter. If it's a backup, I mean, okay, so be it. Like, that made that impact. But no, dude,
that makes it worse though for the player. Like, why are you a backup and I mean, I get it. Maybe you're making less money. You need to make more money. But, like, bro, you're literally on a roster bubble, right? Like, you should not be risking it at all.
Yeah. Hey, these NFL players, man. But no, I'm hyped, bro. This defensive line is elite, bro. I can't wait.
Oh, interior defense line, I agree with you. Sweat, I like Sweat. I don't know if he's ever going to be a consistently double-digit sack guy, but he's very good in the run defense. He's above average, like, pass rushing as well. Like, I like Sweat. Let's talk about Young. He's bringing the energy. He's doing a lot of the trash talking. So I heard that today. I mean, what are your? Because I don't think we talked about projections last year. What are your projections for Chase Young this year?
The double-digit sacks. I'm gonna tell you this now.
No, give me a number, bro. Give me a number.
Oh man. He had 7.5.
Remember the timestamp, guys.
He had 7.5 his rookie year, right?
Don't forget 1.5 through 9 games his sophomore year.
I'm gonna say 15 sacks this year. I'm telling you, just think about it, bro. This man, injury, rehab, everything is gone. We have seen the potential. We have seen the growth. He is a full-on leader. He is a veteran in this league. He's a full-on leader.
As a pass rusher or as a leader?
I'll tell you this, Naughty.
He could be a coach.
That game where he balls out, whatever game it is, I want you to eat up your words saying that there were concerns about him. Because I know fans are just so quick to write him off. But
no, fans are so quick to hype him up. It's the opposite, bro. That I'm saying.
I guess the other NFL fans, not Commanders, they're like saying he's a bust. But okay, 15 might be crazy. But I have high hopes for the dude, bro.
You said it, bro. You said it. You cannot take it back. Everybody remember the timestamp. Yeah,
7.5 his rookie year, he'll double that. And if it's not 15 sacks, strip sacks for sure. Strip sacks count as sacks, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And fumbles.
So, again, with time, we'll see. Come trade deadline, if it's not even close to 5 sacks, then I'll eat my words too, and maybe throw my jersey out, sell it on eBay for a little bit, for a little money. But
Okay. I'll go with 8.5 sacks from Chase Young this year. But
just
forcing a lot
one
of
more
pressure.
sack for his rookie year.
Yeah. Did I stutter? 8.5 sacks. I was considering 9.5, but I already said it. I can't take it back. 8.5. Things could change, obviously, for both of us. Right before the season, we're gonna come out with like our real last projections and stuff. But right now, I say 8.5 sacks. But a lot of pressures. Very good in the run defense. And 8.5 is not gonna be personally like that wouldn't be bad because, bro, how many sack getters do we have? Like, we're gonna have a lot of sacks from a lot of different players on this team this year. I think Jonathan Allen is gonna have like more sacks than he had last year, and he's gonna be back to he already was ranked 52nd,
52.
yeah, in the NFL, the top 100 list. Like, I think he's only gonna keep rising, bro. And he has the name weight too. Jonathan Allen from Alabama, and everybody remembers what he did, in his college days. So yeah, bro. Like, I don't think it would be bad. Right. I'm not gonna lie though. Right now in my head, I'm waffling between 8.5 and like 9.5. Yeah. So that's where I'm at right now. I think he's gonna make his presence known. I don't think the contract situation though is murky. Like, that could push him to, actually working harder this year and putting up more sacks. But I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm
If
just not
there
high
is,
on him.
if Chase Young's sacks aren't that high enough, it's because the other guys were feasting. I'll say that.
That's what I'm saying though. That's what I expect, honestly. Like, even Sweat, I think he's gonna get to 10 sacks this year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for the I think first time in his career, I think he's gonna get to 10 sacks. And I think we're gonna re-sign him. Because I think he's very important to this team, both as a run defender and as a pass rusher. Chase Young, bro, like, have there been updates on his pass rushing moves? Like, have there been? We're his workout videos. He's buff. So, bro, to be an edge rusher, you need to get sacks, and you actually have to have skills, like actual skills, right? I'm not like he has enough skills to make it to the NFL, but does he have enough skills to be an elite pass rusher? I haven't seen it. You were going to talk about his rookie season, 7.5 sacks. Okay, he didn't have. Do you remember, like, around Thanksgiving time, like the Washington Post put out an article calling Chase Young like a bust already at that point? And that there's actually merit to that claim because he did not have any sacks up until that point. Maybe he had like one or two, but he was not great. Like, people were like, Chase Young, where is he? Where is he? Right? And then he started to ramp things up. That last month of the season was where he got all of his production. Okay. Kudos to him. He won Defensive Rookie of the Year, although at 7.5 sacks. But I mean, he won Defensive Rookie of the Year. He deserved it. But 1.5 sacks for 9 games. It's like second year. 1.5 sacks for 9 games. So
Oh, don't worry. We'll just wait.
okay.
Just wait.
I hope you're right, bro. This is something that I hope you're right on for sure. Like, I hope he goes off, although it's gonna be crazy when it comes to our money situation. But we have a rookie contract quarterback. So if Sam Howell pans out, but even then, if he doesn't, we'd still draft probably another rookie and go through this again. But yeah, man, I don't know about Chase. We'll see. We'll see, man. I hope, man. He's the hometown product. He shouted us out like on his Instagram stories, like all the way back in his rookie season as well, when it was just me and Noah on this channel. And hopefully
He always views our stories, by the way. I don't know how. Like, I don't know if it's like a glitch in the system on Instagram, but every
I think
time I tag him, he views it.
yeah, bro. I honestly, like, every time, like, even like recently.
I've taken screenshot. The one that recently a training camp when we went, I just posted our story and just at Chase Young and just liked it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's
Bro,
kind of
I think
crazy.
I think it's the DMV name that has a lot of weight, and also like I think he's also very
Social media
he
guy.
uses he uses like Instagram a bunch. I could tell because like he's like, I mean, he's views stories,
He's
on
young
accounts like
too.
ours. Yeah, and he's young. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, but I can tell, he definitely. But again, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm rooting for him. I want him to have freaking 20, break the sack record. I have 25 sacks this season. But I'm also a realistic fan. And I think it would be dishonest for me to come out here and say, oh, this man is going to go off. When what history, recent or past, right, has shown otherwise that he's going to be a special pass rusher for us this year. We'll see though. We'll see. I want him to. Like, I know people are going to twist my words, say, "Oh, Nati, why are you even a fan of our team?" I want him to. We'll see. We'll see. All right. So we talked about pretty much every group except we talked about the receivers. I know Jahan Dotson. I watched that interview with Kay Adams, and I know Terry. I still have to watch the Pivot podcast.
Oh, it was nice. It was really nice.
Yeah, I heard it's like Ryan Clark was like, this is one of the best current player interviews that we've ever done and stuff. So, which doesn't surprise me because Terry is that guy. But I'm gonna watch that hopefully very, very soon, maybe tonight. But yeah, I mean Terry, I saw Jahan say that when Kay proposed the idea that we're gonna have the best wide receiver trio in the entire league, Jahan was like, yeah, I definitely believe that. I mean, do you see that happening? Like Jahan, Terry, Curtis Samuel, everybody forgets he's going into his contract year. So his contract is up after this season. So maybe he has something to prove as well.
Might want to switch that name to De'Ami Brown. Potentially, maybe. Just maybe. But no. I'm just no. Curtis Samuel,
No, I know why you say that, Abdul. You've been hyped up about De'Ami Brown's offseason workout videos.
I just watched his videos.
Yeah, he's grinding like us, bro.
No, but in all seriousness, I think the trio that we
that was funnier than I even thought that would be. Actually, think about it.
No, but this wide receiver trio, dude, I'm hyped, bro. This gives me back to the old days with Jameson, Deshaun, and Pierre. I think that this is attract me, bro, with these guys. 4-3s. I genuinely, and I think De'Ami Brown, again, if there's any guy that could utilize this man, whether it's the joke of him only running go routes or being able to do anything else but that, you got Eric Bieniemy, you got Sam Howell, that connection, it's got to be some juice there. So I genuinely don't think like anyone can stop our wide receiver core and any elite secondary, because you got guys focusing on Terry. And you got guys focusing on Jahan who can take the top off defenses. And Curtis can just, with his speed, could run around and make defenders miss left and right.
Don't forget Antonio Gibson being trotted out there more as a receiver, which we've all been clamoring for because I think he has like elite traits as a receiver, like in terms of being out there in open space and stuff. But just as a running back, I just don't see it for him, to be honest with you. But yeah, bro, I'm excited about the receiver trio. I think we're gonna have 2,000-yard receivers this year, and Jahan is going to have a breakout year. He's the guy, that he's coming into the second year and he has a lot to prove, right? Like he feels like he has a lot to prove, and I think that's going to carry him a long way. But yeah, bro, I mean, tight ends, I mean, no updates really. Like it's just, bro, tight end, offensive line, and linebacker. Well, linebacker a little less so. I see the improvement from Hudson. Yeah. And Jamin and Barton, I think that could be a good group. And Mayo, I know we like to joke about him, but like that's at least that could be an average linebacker group, right? Like that could average NFL linebacker group. So like top 16, I could see that. Really, if it's anywhere from like top 18 or above, like wouldn't be bad for us because of our defensive line and secondary. But yeah, how we go into this season with the tight end group as is, bro, with a young quarterback, bro, effectively like his rookie year when you think about it. Like, that's malpractice, bro. Like, I have a feeling it's going to come up later in the season where we're going to be like, man, we really went into our year with this linebacker or with this tight end group, like for a young quarterback, bro. You need a special tight end, bro. Like not special, but like a really good tight end to help out a young quarterback. But
I guess they think Logan can return back to that form, or if it's not Logan, they're banking in on Cole Turner to be that guy. Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. 31, 32 off of major injuries every year. 32. He's 32, bro.
It sucks because like Logan really good at catching the ball, pass blocking needs work. John Bates really good at run blocking, pass catching needs work, and Cole Turner. I mean, who knows? Maybe a little bit of both. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, bro. I still feel like we should have drafted a tight end.
Yeah, I
But
agree.
especially because remember this year we had a lot of good like tight ends in the draft. Like there, people were
Mhm.
talking about how this is one of the best positions in the draft and all that. And you could find value, and we literally didn't draft one tight end, bro, with the rookie, effectively a rookie quarterback. That is malpractice, bro. Actual malpractice. Uh, but yeah, man, it is what it is. Last thing, like, what do you want to see out of the rest of training camp for this team? Like players that you want to see step up, players you want to see improve. Like, what do you want to see out of the rest of training camp for the Commanders?
More like a group thing. I kind of want to see just the offensive line somewhat putting up a fight against our elite defensive line, and linebacking core again is just that's something that obviously like we gotta keep on paying attention to because week one or even past week one because the Cardinals, a lot of teams are gonna be like, "Yo, that linebacker core is a joke." Just keep targeting everything over the middle, and the kickers. That's one thing I don't think we've talked about enough. The situation where like who is gonna be our starting kicker? Obviously, I want it to be Joey Sly because hokey bias, but they brought in Badgley for a reason. So we'll see. Just a solidified kicker. There shouldn't be any like. I don't want to go in like a couple weeks in the season they're having tryouts for a kicker or for a
Yeah,
replacement. Like that just looks so stupid.
yeah, yeah, man. Your situation is like it's always. It feels like it's always low key or high key unstable here in DC. Like, man, it would be great if we could just have a kicker that's here for a long time and all that, but I do too, Patrick. Shout out to Patrick West, man. It's what 11:30 on the East Coast. I believe you're on the East Coast. I just want to see what we do against the Cardinals. Agreed. I think we are very lucky to have the Cardinals as our first game. They are, in my opinion, going to be the worst team in football, and a lot of people agree with that statement. And that's without Kyler Murray. They're going to probably would have Colt McCoy out there. I mean, they traded away everybody. Buda Baker is still on that roster, I believe,
I don't know
but
how he's still. I don't know
I
why
don't know
he's still
how
on
either.
that.
He requested like they literally traded yeah. So we got really
I
lucky.
genuinely can't name like okay Isaiah Simmons, Buda Baker, McCollum Murray's hurt. Like who is the wide receiver one? I don't know.
I don't know, bro. I what's the short guy? What's his name?
Andy Isabella. I don't think he's on the team
No, no,
anymore.
no, no. The what's his name? Rondell Moore. Is he still on the
Oh
Cardinals?
yes, Rondo Moore's still on that team.
Yeah,
Yes, I remember.
five
Fantasy.
seven. I always remember that. Yeah,
Yeah.
5'7" or 5'9", one of those two. But
Oh, Hollywood
yeah.
Brown. What about him? My bad.
Oh yeah, is he still on
Yeah,
that? He's still on that team?
yeah, he got traded from Baltimore, Arizona. He
This
was
man
solid.
traded, bro.
Yeah.
This man's oh my gosh, because he wanted to be used more as like a receipt, bro. He should have just been patient, man. Should have just been patient. Like, man, imagine going from Baltimore. In my opinion, going to be a Super Bowl contender once again, bro. Imagine going
Yeah,
from Baltimore.
I was talking to Raza on the live stream. He was very high on the Ravens this year.
I'm very high
I
too, bro.
I guess we can talk about it a little bit after this, but dude, I don't think they're Super Bowl contenders. Are
Why
you?
not? Their
I,
defense is Super Bowl elite
like
like level. Their offense, they're getting a healthy Lamar Jackson, OBJ. Bro, you're forgetting about their other receivers too. Zay Flowers and Rashad Bateman, who was injured for what a good part of last season as well. Like those are good receivers, like first round pick, value and all that. A tight end, Mark Andrews, are what second best tight end in football. Offensive line should be pretty good this year as well. I feel like the Ravens always have a pretty good offensive line. Like, and
Mhm.
again, Super Bowl elite level defense. Roquan Smith, like, I mean, are we forgetting about Kyle Hamilton, the best PFF graded out safety last year as well?
I think we're forgetting the fact that the Chiefs, the
Marcus
Bills,
Marcus Williams.
and the Bengals are in
Bro.
that conference. I don't
Okay.
think the Ravens are gonna. I don't think the Ravens are gonna win their division. I,
Well, I mean, they have the Bengals. I mean,
that's what
okay.
I'm
Is
saying. I don't think they will.
that saying much? They could be second. I think they're going to be second in the division and secure a wild card spot.
You don't think Pittsburgh or
No, I think the Ravens are better. I mean, quarterback, like Pickett, bro. Uh, um, Man, yeah, like no, I think the Browns are under the radar team though, because remember I was like, as soon as they got Deshaun Watson, I looked at the roster and thought it'd be really good, but their defense underperformed last year, um, and we'll see. I think Deshaun Watson's gonna have a bounce back year, so that could make things scary for the Ravens, but who knows? There could be two AFC North teams that are wild cards this upcoming season, just like the NFC East. So. But yeah, AFC is stacked, bro. That's why I was rooting for Aaron Rodgers to come to the Commanders, because like for him to stay, like to go to the AFC where it's already really stacked. NFC, bro. Our best quarterback is Jalen Hurts, but who's second, bro?
Yeah, I
Who's
was
second?
looking at ESPN first take. Stephen A. Smith was doing a top 5 NFC quarterback list, and Geno Smith was on there. I was like, whoa,
Yeah,
ain't no
Geno Smith,
way.
Jared Goff. I think Jared Goff was too, right?
Yeah. Oh my, that is crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I like Jared Goff. Like I think
He's
he
solid,
was
yeah.
pretty good for the Lions last year. Yeah. And Geno Smith, oh my gosh, bro. I've been rooting for this man for so long. Like I was genuinely proud of him, bro, for the season that he put up.
Yeah,
Because
I agree.
everybody, including myself, we doubted him. Like, what are the Seahawks doing? Like, are they trying to tank?
Mm-hmm.
Made it to the playoffs, bro. And I think they won a did they win a
No,
game?
no,
Or
they didn't.
no, they didn't. But still, bro, I mean, bro. I think I messaged our group chat. Seahawks and Lions, bro, in the NFC. In my opinion, have the brightest futures, bro. They have the brightest futures. Like with all like the cap money, like rookies coming in, like young rosters, hungry rosters, good coaching, not good, very good coaching staffs. Like telling you, bro. Telling you. So and I'm not just saying that for the Seahawks because I'm here in Seattle. I'm just but yeah, so in terms of what I'm looking forward to or what I want to see, I agree with you. I want to see an offensive line that gels really well. Facts, Patrick West, love the team no matter what the name is. Maybe we'll get into that in a different stream in terms of the name, but we are the Commanders for now. And also, did you see Oh Goody's new music video for Commander? It's like
No. What
Commander
is it?
Song 2.0.
Oh,
It's
what
on
is it?
the
No.
same channel on YouTube. Oh, I think it's Oh Goody 57 or Oh Goody and then Big 57. The channel name is I think Oh Goody. It's the same channel where the Commander song is from. Uh, it was interesting. Interesting.
Hmm.
I don't think it's hard to beat the first like
Oh yeah.
video song. So
That's
I
why I
instantly
looked. A
how
part
you
of me,
guys came around.
yeah, a part of me is like, if they change the name again, what about the song? Like, I can't. Like, that song's in my
Make a
head.
new song. Yeah, left hand up, bro. Who are we? The Commanders. Did I tell you that I met Big 57, like the younger one, at a DC United game, just randomly? Like I
Oh,
was walking.
you recognize him?
Yeah, I was like, promise you, bro, this is how the interaction went. I was looking to my right. I'm like, Commander song? He's like, with me dapped up, bro. And he was like smiling, and then he left. But like, yeah, bro, that's literally because I forgot his name, Big 57.
It's a Commander song.
Yeah, I literally said Commander song, and he's like, yeah.
Damn, that's funny.
Dap me up. But yeah, bro. With that being said, offensive line, and I want to see something from the tight end group. I feel like we haven't heard anything. But yeah, and then linebacker would be great. But the biggest question mark is quarterback. We'll see, bro. Yeah.
Oh, one more thing. I always keep saying this. I still think football team was a better name than Commanders. I don't know. That's I don't think it's an unpopular opinion
It's
either.
just too long to type up on YouTube. I don't know. I just think of stuff like that, bro. Like I get it. I agree with you. Like it was unique.
It was
Also,
funny.
no, but why would we want our name to be? No, why do we want to be clowned at? Like
No, like imagine us being a team. We just lost the football team. Get wrecked.
no, but I don't like. I mean, I got used to people saying that, but bro, it got annoying. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't like either, bro. Like maybe watch it. Let me say this. Like approval rating for Commanders is what? 44%. Approval rating for Washington football team is like 46%, bro. It's the same. Like it's slightly better for me, but it's the same.
How about
I don't like
Redskins? What's that approval, right?
I plead the fifth, bro. With that being said, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the DMV Sports Zone channel. We like to post fire content like this as much as possible. Also, go follow our Twitter page at DMV Sports Zone, Instagram page, all lowercase DMV Sports Zone, and our TikTok at DMV Sports Zone as well. or I said Twitter, maybe X, bro. Elon,
Bro, oh my god, oh dude, I didn't even know they did that. I was 10 minutes on my phone thinking, where the hell is Twitter?
nah,
I
see,
was
bro. Look, let me see if I can show you. I still have the old Twitter icon.
Is that a
Like
feature
it
you could
hasn't
do,
changed.
right? Like it doesn't.
It
So
hasn't
how does that
changed.
work? Like you just change it yourself?
No,
Did
I
you just
kept it
change?
like this. Like I didn't update it. Yeah, and even
Oh,
like when I go on the app, like uh see the
damn,
bird. Yeah,
that's
it's
cool.
still I did not update it. Yeah,
Yeah.
still. Maybe they're
Bro,
gonna force an update, but
the heck is
bro, he
Musk
literally
doing,
single
bro?
handedly, bro, just focus on Teslas, bro. Focus on like going to space. Like bro, he literally ruined my favorite app. Like it actually pisses me off. But with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this one. Hope you have a great rest of your night, and see you on the next one. Peace.